Okay, so it's 9:18. No, it's not. Okay, I almost fell back asleep. For real this time. Say it with me. God, you people can't do fucking anything. Okay. Oh, and say hello. Oh, he said hi. And for some context, because obviously I've not vlogged in 4 years. I filmed and recorded one single vlog my senior year of high school around this time. Like probably in April. And I don't know, I really enjoy watching it. It's like, oh, that was such a cute little like moment in history. And so I figured I would continue the tradition of filming one single vlog my senior year of college in April. Saying I'm going to start vlogging and then never doing it again. So, welcome to the vlog. I'm going to start vlogging. Also, yeah, as I said, I'm playing a house show today, which is super cool. And a huge upgrade because in my vlog, senior year of high school, I was driving DoorDash. So, it gets better. Aw. Okay, truthfully, it's 9:51. I'm still in bed. I shouldn't have gotten back in bed. I watched every single one of Troye Sivan's TikToks for the last, like, 6 months or something. But I'm still in bed, so. But it's 9:51. There is still 9 minutes for me to get up, shave my face, brush my teeth, get dressed, and get to class. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, 9:57. I'm not shaving my face, obviously. But I'm gonna brush my teeth. So, truthfully, I do need to shave my face. I haven't in, this is like 2 days. So I look fucking disgusting. I think it's 9:59. My class starts in 1 minute, but they don't take attendance till like 10:07. So it doesn't really start till like 10:05. Right. This lighting fucking sucks, but here is the full fit. Yeah, it got fucking cold again, so I'm wearing like a real coat. You can't see it. My gay guy book bag. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm back home already. Obviously that class was fucking stupid because I'm a business major, so. Okay, we are back in business. Anyway, I really try to baby myself on show days, you know what I mean? Like, I don't normally just like spend 2 hours going to get a coffee, but that is what I'm going to do. I might even get a bagel. Crazy, I know, crazy. I just really try to make myself feel like grounded and peaceful and not stressed out, whatever. Before my last show, I actually ran a fucking 5K in the morning, impromptu, because two of my friends were going to do it, and I said, oh my god, why didn't you invite me? And she said, you can run a 5K? Yes, obviously I can run a fucking 5K. Not be running a 5K today. I did consider going for a run. We will see if I have time, because I do feel like it kind of just like really made me in tune with my body or something. I don't know. I'm really excited for this show today. Actually, I feel very like, I've been feeling very confident the last couple days, kind of just in myself and my music, and like confident, like not in a way of like, oh, I'm confident that other people are like super into it, but more just like confident that I like am really into it myself, which was like not fucking deep. But does the microphone work with my headphones on? Okay, my bus is like a million minutes away, so I'm listening to Jordan Firstman's, apparently it's a comedy album. I don't know, I did slightly misjudge it based on the single, which I thought he was going for like a real sort of vibe, but if it's a comedy album, I think that's kind of different, you know what I mean? Which I will not listen to, but what I will listen to is a gay guy. Though normally I would never be caught dead listening to an hour-long comedy album. That sounds fucking terrible, no offense, but again, you gotta support the gay guys. So as I was saying, been feeling very excited about the stuff I've been making recently, which is really cool. I don't know, I kind of had this like this is so cliche, but like just realizing like it's less about looking for other people's approval and kind of just like looking for my own, because I'm always like, no, like I would still make music even if I made no money with it. But like I don't know how true that was, but I think I said that enough times that I did finally manifest that mentally for myself a little bit. But I don't know, I was rehearsing yesterday and I was like, oh my god, like imagine I'm performing this on stage and people are like not fucking with it. And then I was like, wait, I don't care. I actually don't fucking care at all, because I think it's good. So, and also like that's kind of the point. I don't know, like I don't think you were supposed to take anything profound away from the Bob Dylan movie, but there was a section in it which I'm assuming was like a direct quote from him, like in person, you know, when he was alive, where he was like I don't even remember what the quote was. I just kind of remember like the vibe of the quote, but something about like people thinking he was like a freak on stage, and then he was like, well, yeah, if you're not a freak, like no one's watching, you know, it's like a car crash or whatever. Again, not very profound, quite cliche, but I was kind of like, wait, Bob Dylan had the tea, like, because truly, if they don't think you're a freak, you're fucking boring, and if you're boring, get off the fucking stage. I don't even think I'm that much of a freak, frankly. I think I'm wearing like I'm very shirt pants today, you know what I mean? But anyway, my skin looks so good right now. Ran into one of my friends on the train, and she was like, what are you doing? Oh my god, like where are you going? It was like a full-time job. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm just like, my class was done, so I just went to go get a coffee. And she was like, oh, like, okay, me going goo gaga with my like fucking friend who has a full-time job being like, yeah, I'm just like getting a coffee and like walking around. And she's like, yeah, I'm like going to the office. Like, okay. I just finished rehearsing, which was actually like a 10-minute kind of vibe today. I literally just needed to run through. I redid a verse for one of the songs. So cool new addition to my setup recently has been this button that I have on the floor, and I press with my feet, which like starts the song, which is so cool. It just, I feel like it really steps up the aura when I'm not fucking going to my computer every 5 seconds. Super excited for tonight because I love using a wireless microphone. It's so much more fun, obviously. Anyway, time for my nap. Okay, obviously, I am in no fucking position to do a makeup tutorial. Think of this less as a tutorial and more as just like, this is what I do. You'll notice I don't even have vanity. I just am kind of doing this with like the natural aura of the room. So again, don't fucking listen to me. I'm not liable for whatever heinous disaster you walk around wearing on your face. Like, that's not my fucking fault. Start with this. Normally it actually adds like a sunscreen. Obviously there's no fucking sun, I'm gonna be inside, but it's still a good like base kind of layer. But yeah, it's like partially a sunscreen, but it also has like a slight tint to it. Not like a lot, but just enough that it kind of evens out the redness. And then when I put on concealer, because I don't use foundation obviously because I'm a man. No, I'm not using foundation because that would drive me crazy. I'd be like itchy. So, but yeah, I just evens it out so that when I put concealer here and here, not to spoil it, it doesn't look as ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna let this dry for a second, but I'm gonna use Shape Tape Fair Light Neutral. I'm following Troye Sivan's advice. If you go look at his, he did like a tutorial on some magazine YouTube channel forever ago, but just do two little do right there. And then for me specifically, I have this like freckle here. I kind of blend it all in, and I like my finger and like rub it off, because if it's covering up the freckle, it looks stupid, and I like my freckle. Yeah, I have this e.l.f. blush. I bought like a random fucking color, I don't know. Yeah, e.l.f. putty blush again, because we're men. We're gonna put it on with our fingers. I'm not using a fucking brush. But yeah, if you don't do blush, as I did not do for the first couple years that I put makeup on, you look ridiculous. Even if you don't have a lot of it on, like, I'm not using a ton of it. Like, I'm not like, it's just kind of like, you know, because you're canceling out the redness here. This looks ridiculous right now, by the way, don't look at it. Because you're removing redness here, you have to add it back somewhere else, or else it's like, why is your face like giving kind of vampire vibes. Yeah, this looks fine. Anyway, so then next, because I really like to emphasize my eyeballs. I really like when my eyes are like, you know what I mean? I like to do a little under eye eyeshadow kind of thing. Brush. I can tell which brush I use for what based on like the color that's still on it, because obviously I never wash them. So yeah, this is like the reddish one that I use. I use in this elf thing. This I did not use all of that. I dropped it and it all fell out. But under my eye, oh, too much. Okay, kind of do this, and then I do. Okay, I put like a little sparkly thing. I used to just put it on and kind of leave it and not like that. And this was the vibe at the time. And then I was watching the One of Your Girls music video. I noticed that in the video, he had like an inner corner sparkle kind of thing, but it was all blended out. And so I was like, oh my God. Genius, I'm a genius. I mean like, duh, I don't know, but yeah, I was using a different lipstick for like 2 years that was like a little bit orangier. And then I hated that it was orangey. I got it from a TikTok, and it looked really good on the guy in the TikTok. I think it just didn't totally match my lips right. The thing is, it was like fine, it just was like, it looked like I'd been sucking on a popsicle, so it was a little, this was a little bit more believable that it's my real lip color. Also, I didn't, if you'll notice, I tapped it in like it's like actual makeup, which again just kind of makes it a subtle look. I used to use setting spray, I don't know where that even went, but yeah, transition powder. This is kind of the key. It's a key. Like you kind of need this. Yeah, I know. I think there's like the reason I keep referencing like manly men makeup for men, specific almost genre of like TikToks, YouTube tutorials, blah blah blah. That's like natural makeup for men, makeup for natural men, whatever. And then they'll be like, and they'll use like one thing, you know, or they'll use a million different things and look ridiculous. There, like, you can trim down the amount of things you're doing, but there's certain things you can't really skip out. This is one of them. You kind of need this. It, like, even, see, it looks more even now. Obviously, my hair looks better. And then I'm gonna put chapstick over top of it, so it doesn't look so matte and dull. Yeah, and voila. Not to break the fourth wall with the tripod, but yeah, I actually think this makeup ended up really cool today. Like, it looks very. This is one of my better, maybe I should do it on camera more often, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, also not to be more like philosophical, but like, sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't even know why I put makeup on before a show, because then the whole time I'm just self-conscious that people are like, why is that guy wearing makeup? Which it's not even, I mean, it's not, especially on camera, of course, it's not that fucking obvious, but even in person, it looks really subtle, which is like the point, and it does look good. I just, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if this makes me more confident though. You know what I mean? And does it really fit my like vibe? But also I like putting it on. I don't know, we're gonna head out. Crazy. All right, I'm ready. Laptop is packed. I am en route to the venue. I was so excited.
And we laughed, talked about.
Hello, I'm going on in a couple minutes. Hanging out in the toilet, doing some. I'm so excited. This is probably like the most excited. I just keep like, I feel better every single show, but like, I feel really good about this one. And I get to use a wireless mic, which is lit. And I don't know, feeling very confident today. And who gaffed? Wait, I just degaffed. Did you see that? I just degaffed, like, and also it is really good. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pee. Bye. Everybody say hello. That was, in no uncertain terms, the best show I've ever done. Like, I'm so fucking proud, actually, genuinely, of how that went. Like, that was so awesome. I played a show at the end of February. It was just like a showcase, so I only did like 2 songs. And I remember walking off and just being so confident. Like, it just went so fucking well. And like, the crowd was really into it, and I was really into it. Like, I just felt very confident in what I was doing. When I played another one a couple weeks ago where I did not feel that confident, so I was like, dang, maybe that was like a fluke. But last night, not like, I was real. Okay, the show in the middle, by the way, had a tinge of awkwardness to it. It was, everyone was sitting down, so it wasn't really the vibe. I knew people in the audience that like weren't friends but weren't not friends, so it was kind of like, I felt like I was like trying to win their approval mentally. No offense to any of them, like I know them, it just, that's how it felt to me. I didn't feel any of that last night. Obviously, I didn't really know anybody there. Like, Cole was there, obviously, but I'm so happy he came. I mean, I'm so happy that he always comes to my stuff. But, just a great show. And I sounded really good. And the reason I sounded good, and this is very much Fork Fountain Kitchen. This is not that fucking deep. But I was able to stay not nervous the whole show. Like, the whole show, I was, like, turned on and like in a good mood and very just like grounded. When I did that, I wasn't just like screaming into the microphone in like an attempt to cover up nervousness with energy. My heart rate was down. Like, I just was having a really fun time. And I think what really made it click, couple things. I mentally try to model myself, you know, sometimes after other people that like I admire the confidence or personality traits of. And I've tried a bunch of different, you know, hats on, I guess, per se. Also, I mean, over the last year, my like characterization on stage has changed a lot, like what I want it to be, because I'm always trying to make it like the most, as close to my personality as possible while still feeling like it's entertaining or something. And I keep getting closer and closer and closer to what feels most natural for me. Like a year ago, I was really trying to do this like, oh, I want to be like slutty and sexy and something, and that's just not me. That's just not who I fucking am. Like, when I was on stage, it would make me nervous because I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm not pulling this character off enough. And it's like, yeah, because I can't do that. Like, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay that I'm kind of a weird freak. I was talking about this yesterday with like the Bob Dylan thing, but it really, on stage, I was talking about wanting to do that on stage, and I did it on stage, and it made me so much more confident, and I really had it together. Like, just like I was up there and I was like, you know what, regardless of whether or not these people like me, I love my music. So let's give them the best example of this music that I love, and just assume that if they're gonna like it, they're gonna like it. You know what I mean? There's nothing like, the music already exists. When I'm on stage, the music isn't changing. So I might as well present the best form of the music, because it's not like there's something I could do to twist how they're viewing the music. I mean, there is, because if you're up there and you're like really nervous, people are gonna be like, you know what I mean? Or if you sound like shit. But the core of the music itself, the words and things aren't gonna change. But either way, yeah, I sounded really awesome. I'm really proud of it. I'm really, really excited. In 2 weeks, I'm doing a show in my yard, just playing my whole album, which is crazy that I have a whole album even to play. And then I have another show in New York with Miss Tina Hand. And then I'm playing with Pop Baby on June 6th at Philomoka, which I've always wanted to play at, so that's really cool. Be who you are. I was literally saying this in class the other day. I did like a presentation on fucking Billie Eilish for my business final, because of course I did, as like a group project. And we were talking about her marketing, and I was like, yeah, there's no point copying her because she already exists. You know, just be who you are. People will like you. They will. So I'm just gonna be me and do me. And I feel like it sounds so like, fuck the haters, you know, to be like, and if they don't like it, they can kill themselves. But I mean, if you don't like my music, I still like my music. I'm still a great musician. That doesn't hinge on whether or not people like it. And I think that finally clicked in my brain. Like, I knew that mentally, but I think it finally clicked really mentally. It changed a lot for me. And I'm really excited. I don't know. I also just like recently, like, I would say I want to be a musician as a career. And recently it keeps feeling more and more and more attainable, which is really cool. Like, every time I like make a new song and it's like really good, I'm like, wait, I'm really good at this. And it wasn't like a fluke 7 times in a row. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really good at this, and I'm good on stage, and people generally like it. when it's, you know, when I'm performing for a group of people that are going to like it. Obviously, if I was performing at, I think I made a really big mistake. Not a mistake, but like attempting to market to Temple people, because it's not my target demographic. That doesn't make any sense, you know. And obviously, it made sense because the song's called Some Guy at Temple, but like, it's not for people at Temple. It's for people that would listen to that kind of music, and it just happened to be about Temple because that's where I go to school. And so attempting to market to that demographic as a whole was kind of like, I think didn't work, because it would be like me trying to market to everybody at once, because people at Temple isn't a specific demo. There's no common personality trait other than the school you go to. And so once I'm in an audience of people who are, you know, open to the kind of music I make, versus trying to market it to people who listen to a million different kind of things and, you know, like what they listen to and don't want to listen to new stuff, you know, like they're more open to it. When I'm performing for other musicians, people who listen to like punk, honestly, gay people, people who like pop music, people who DJ, that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but this was a fucking 8-minute long ramble again. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a run. Thank you so much for watching, if you did. If you're watching this and you live in the Philly area, follow me on Instagram. Actually, follow me on Instagram anyway. But follow me on Instagram and come to my show on the 25th. It's gonna be fun. Okay, bye.